Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call tonight's meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, May 28th, 2013. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call tonight's meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, May 28th, 2013. We have a village board meeting followed by a committee of the whole meeting. It looks like it's 7:02 p.m. First item is a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Miller, would you please call the roll, please?
Present.
Trustee Gutierrez.
Present.
Trustee Perry.
Present.
Trustee Rita.
Present.
Trustee Stecker.
Present.
Trustee York.
Present.
And President Cooley.
Present. We do have a quorum for tonight's meeting. Item 4, we had a presentation, but I don't see Mr. Larson here, so if he does show up at a later time, if we can, we'll reconvene and do that presentation for a citizenship award to Mr. Larson. Item number 5, public comments and question, to give as many visitors as possible an opportunity to speak in the interest of adjourning by 9. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes in length unless further time is granted by the board. Comments on the active or general matter questions. Anyone? Once? Twice? Anyone? 3 times. Okay, I don't believe we have a public hearing this evening. Is that
No.
correct? Okay. Item number 7, our consent agenda. We have items A through I. I will not read them all. I'm sure everyone has a copy in the audience. Does anyone want to pull anything or have any changes?
I'd like to change the record of bills to add Signco Incorporated for $37,000 and Testing Services Corporation for $3,650.
Okay, does any board member have any angst with that, or is there a second?
I'll second.
Frank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get the total? Do we have a new total not to exceed?
So we added 30.
40,650 is that?
There's
Looks like it'd be
37,000
No,
and
3,650 and
37.
So next to
One more time?
So that would be the motion to amend that item on the consent agenda. You have a motion and a second.
Can I say that again?
We want to pay $18,500 on that.
Okay.
It's a deposit.
All right, what
$958,562.07.
the village manager said, we're only putting the 18.5 as a deposit and not the full 37. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so the new figure is?
$958,562.07.
Okay. Is everyone clear? We're adding 2 bills to the records of bills, the Testing Service Corporation for soil testing, and the other is half of the amount of $37,000 for the new sign at Balmoral and Manheim, the much-needed sign at Manheim and Balmoral. We
So
clear?
we're
For
only
anyone?
paying the 18.5 right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
as a
18.5.
deposit.
All right. Yeah, I saw it.
The other $18,500 upon completion.
And that'll be in the further record of bills once the job is done. Okay, so anyone have a problem with the amendment?
Need to
So
vote
motion
by
is second.
acclamation to approve that motion.
All in
This is only to approve the amendment to the report record of bills.
Okay, all in favor of the
Aye.
amendment to the record bills, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition, say no. Okay, motion carries. Okay. I think the minutes of the special board meeting of April 29th, 2013, we have to make a couple of edits on that. So we'll pull that. Anything else need to get pulled?
Motion to approve the consent.
Okay, anyone else, anything to be pulled? If not, Nick's made a motion to approve items A, B, except for
Second.
B3, C through I.
Second.
So Nick and Tom. Roll call, please.
Trustee Mr.
Aye.
Trustee Perry.
Aye.
Trustee Rita.
Aye.
Trustee Stefan.
Aye.
Trustee York.
Aye.
Trustee Calhoun.
Aye.
President Cooley.
Aye, motion carries. Item B3, is there a motion and a second for the approval of the April 29th, 2013 special board meeting?
So
minutes?
moved. Second.
Frank and Paul? Paul? Okay, I just had a couple of edits.
See 'em?
It-
He forgot.
I'm sorry?
Before you move on to consent, you swear on the town clerk.
Oh, okay. It should be, on the minutes, it's listed as a public hearing. It should be a special meeting,
Special board meeting?
special board meeting, and our attorney wasn't present at that time. And I think the only other edit we talked about, in the, under public participation, pretty much right in the middle, where you see Mrs. Conley asked the question, and that we're gonna consider using Jersey walls, and I think that my comments were relative to, that may be an option, but we needed to look at costs and price, and the board would have to make that decision, so I don't want anybody to believe that that's going to happen, that's an absolute at this point in time. So it may, but I don't wanna give anybody some false hopes if there's no financial, ability to do that. Okay. All right. Item number,
So will someone accept that, those two, I'm sorry, those three changes?
Make a motion to approve the changes.
I'll second.
Nick and Celeste. Okay, all those in favor of approving the minutes of B3, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say no. Okay, we're gonna jump down, I believe, Mr. McCarthy is here. There we go, okay. And I did see that. All right, we'll do those both at the same time here. All right.
He loves swearing people in. He loves swearing people in.
He just loves swearing.
For those that don't know Mr. McCarthy, he's being sworn in today to be part of the Police and Fire Commission, one of the commissions that I, as president, appoint.
Yeah.
Mr. McCarthy is a retired firefighter from the village of Kingston, resides in Westchester, and
Is
he
this-
lives in that.
Is this the amendment that he wants in there?
So,
They changed it.
So this is the way it's supposed to look? So Sherby knows to make this change? Okay. Okay. These two have to be changed at the top. They got me being there, plus they called it a public hearing.
As a member of the Fire and Police Commission, a member of the Fire and Police Commission from the village of Westchester. Professor, you're right. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. People here would love to meet you personally. We're going to jump back into presentations, if that's okay. I see that Mr. Larson is here with his hand. Mr. Larson, please step up. For those of you that don't know
To the
Mr. Larson,
multi-hazard
Mr. Larson is
mitigation
a
plan,
resident
that
of
was not
Westchester.
before the COW, was it?
Mr. Larson was the
Okay, so that's why
individual
we got
that
it on active.
spent the host of his volunteer time searching the Des Plaines River and ultimately located the body of Byron Hunter, Freon, I'm sorry. Young lad, murdered in early May. So, on behalf of the board and myself, I'd like to recognize you with a Citizenship Award presented to you in recognition of your tireless efforts in research and recovery. Freon Hunter, your diligence brought closure to the loved ones of this innocent child, presented the 28th day of May 2013 by myself and
you have to wait for law enforcement to call you in after you do their investigation. I understand that. But after that investigation is over, nothing is, not one person walked in that river to get sequest. Nobody got to see muddy, dirty, and we got all kinds of manpower, we got all kinds of boats to use. There's 5 boats out there. And we didn't find that kid? Why? Because it wasn't a full effort. It wasn't so much as this much effort, as far as I'm concerned, to put forth to find that child. That's why I went out there. I went around the rules. It didn't matter to me. I'll pay that price. Nobody wants to hire me to do search and rescue, that's fine with me. I'll do it my way. And that's how I did it this time. So, that's all I got to say. We just need a full effort from people out there to go out there and do these things. That's all I did. People keep calling me a hero. I'm not a hero. The dog's a hero. He's the one who led me to the boy. All I had to do was follow his clues. The other one was a hero, was Brianna. But that kid in the road, what he went through, that's a hero to me. So, maybe to his funeral, pay respect to him.
On behalf of the Village of Westchester as a resident, you've done a great job, and certainly was not our case, but your efforts are certainly appreciated in the law enforcement community. I'm sure Sheriff Dart and the police chief of Maywood certainly appreciate your efforts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Very much.
We should probably do that. All right, one more time, one forgotten thing. McGee.
Oh, I didn't forget McGee.
I don't know. Sorry, McGee. Molly has been appointed the deputy clerk by Sherby Miller, our village clerk, so I will swear you in as well. Ready, McGee?
So formal.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear. Support the Constitution of the United States. Faithfully discharge the duties. Deputy village clerk. For the village of Westchester. To the best of your ability.
Thought you could have sworn herself in. That would have been interesting.
Okay, did I miss anything? If not, item 8 on the active agenda, resolution approving the amendment to the multi-hazard mitigation plan. Is there a motion in a second?
We need a motion to waive the committee of the whole requirement.
Motion to waive the rules.
Nick.
Seconded.
Angelo. Roll call, please.
Trustee Perry?
Aye.
Trustee Rita?
Aye.
Trustee Stecker?
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich?
Aye.
Trustee Calcagno?
Aye.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Aye.
President Julian?
Aye, motion carries. Now, motion is second, approving the resolution for the multi-hazard mitigation plan.
Motion.
Second.
Celeste. Nick?
Yep.
Any discussion? If not, roll call or voice vote?
Yes, roll call.
Roll call?
Trustee Rita?
Aye.
Trustee Stecker?
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich?
Aye.
Trustee Calcagno?
Aye.
Trustee Gutierrez?
Aye.
Trustee Perry?
Aye.
And Mr. Julian?
Aye. Aye, sorry. Okay, managers report.
Very short report today. Obviously, we were closed yesterday for Memorial Day, and just wanted to point out that there was a very nice Memorial Day ceremony at Mayfair Park, and it was great to see everybody out there, a lot of veterans, and a very, very moving ceremony. So thanks to all who participated.
Anything else? No? Mr. Attorney?
Just for executive session, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Board members, anything to share? EDC, anything? You got something next week, Frankie?
Our next board meeting is on, our next committee meeting is on Monday morning at 7:30.
Anything on the Green Committee? I don't think so. We got.
No, I've contacted the Green Committee, and their next meeting is coming up, so that'll be my first.
Okay, great. Get ready for the 8th, the electronic recycling.
Right.
So, Tommy, anything in the game? Tommy?
No, we haven't met in the past couple of weeks.
Okay. Paul, anything you want to share?
Nothing right
Special?
now, but the car shows are up and running.
Okay. McGee, anything on special events on our end?
Sure, yeah. I did pass out some things prior to the meeting with the board, just to give you a little update, from the last time that we were all together. We did decide on the movie night. It's A Bug's Life on June 4th. It was brought to our attention by Trustee Perry that school is still in session, and unfortunately, when we set that date, school was going to be out that day, but then when the flood happened, they had flood days instead of snow days. So, we're not sure how the turnout will be for the first event, but we're still hopeful that, people will be able to make it out. And the July 2nd movie will be on a Despicable Me, which Despicable Me 2 comes out the next day. So it's perfect because you can come see the prequel and then go see the sequel that weekend with your family. On another note, in regards to the July 4th parade, that is in full swing. We're already getting a lot of participants signing up for the parade. Hope all of you guys will be able to make it. I did give you a sheet, if you know anybody that may be interested in the organization and signing up. Please feel free to pass it along. They can also sign up through the village website this year under the residents tab, or give me a call and I can direct them accordingly. On another note, we also had to alter our parade route for this year due to the street improvement project on Bond and Hull. So rather than doing that extra loop and coming back over on Bond, it's gonna go straight down Westchester Boulevard to avoid the construction that's gonna be going on those other streets. And I did provide you a map of the alternate route. And thank you to Melissa Headley for putting that together for me. I appreciate it. Other than that, the next big event will be the barbecue block party on July 27th. It's going to be from noon to 8 p.m. And more details are to come.
Great. Thank you, Molly. Chief Padlick, any words of wisdom?
We got all night. Received a thank you from Divine Infant for their Miles for Miracles run. Chief Padlick, I'd like to take this opportunity to express Divine Infant and my sincere appreciation for your support with our event this weekend. We couldn't have asked for anything more. The event was successful and helped Divine Infant raise both money and community awareness. Your team of folks that were in attendance were great. They were friendly, encouraging, and the participants did an outstanding job. We look forward to doing the event again next year, and again, truly appreciate your support. And I'd also like to state that on May 18th, we had a successful police open house. We had almost 200 visitors come through our doors. They were shown fingerprinting techniques, taser demonstration, DUI simulation, and it ended with a K-9 demonstration by the Forest Park Police K-9 unit, Officer Miller and Officer Diesel. And I'd like to extend our thanks to Clerk Miller and Trustee Rita for coming out and showing their support at our event.
No one got tased this year?
No volunteers.
No volunteers?
I said no.
Jim, you must be tired, sir.
A little tired, yeah. Big shout out to our guys. They made us proud today. My firemen were up in Stone Park for a big 411 fire, as well as many fire departments in the area. I won't even say our division because we were tied up there since 10 o'clock this morning till about 6 o'clock this evening. Unfortunately, the building was a total loss, but they did a really good job and made Westchester proud.
Any injuries at all, Jim, on either side?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
Good.
Another thing, Mark Wanke, again, was actually awarded another scholarship through the Illinois Fire Chiefs Foundation. for $500 again this year. So hats off to Mark for putting in for it and getting that again. And then I just wanted to remind residents that we're in the heart of storm months here, I should say. March through May is your most likely time of the year for your nastiest storms. Obviously, we know that, along with tornado season. Tornadoes are most likely to occur between 3 and 9, but they can occur any time of the day. Ready.gov is a good website to give you information, help you make a plan, and help you build a kit. It also has information for the kids to kind of get involved with the family to get your plans together and help you put that kit together.
Thank you, Jim. Annie?
Just real quick, the village's auditors will be on site this Friday to begin their preliminary assessment of the audit for our fiscal year ending April 30th of 2013. If you have not already received a letter and a brief survey from them, it should be in your mailboxes in the next few weeks here. So that includes all the contact information for our auditors. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me or contact them directly.
Thank you. Gregory?
Over the last week or so, I've been taking the last of the damage assessment forms, and I believe you put it on your desk there, a copy of the most recent map. I can send it off to everybody or anybody that wants a copy of that via email. I've got a PDF of those affected homes. Took a little while getting the data together. Burke Engineering was the one. Burke Engineering was the one who compiled or created the map from the data that we put together. On another note, this board previously has agreed and allowed us to use Spyglass as a company to audit our phone lines. We're just finishing that up, and the next record of bills, you'll see the amounts that they've found in terms of savings. They've given us suggestions and ways that we can reduce our phone bills in bringing some of the numbers in-house using the phone equipment that we have. So we're going to be getting rid of some numbers, although we'll still keep them. There's just a new method and a new way, a less expensive way of keeping those lines in service. That's all I have today.
Thank you, Greg. Dave?
Thank you, Sam. I'm sorry I missed the last board meeting. So my report is for the last month for the Department of Public Works. We're wrapping up pavement restoration from utility repairs and ash tree removals. Also, we've ground some deficient pavement in the south central and central areas of town for pavement patching. We're substantially complete with our first round of that patching. In the past month, we've only had one water main leak repair. We've also began preparation for power at the fountain site. We've got conduit in place, a pedestal for our control cabinet, as well as a junction box for all the wires that are going to control the various lights and functions at the fountain site. We've also begun catch basin repairs on North Newcastle in preparation for phase 2 of the street rehabilitation program. And we've got some repairs or some improvements going on at Mayfair Pump Station, namely concrete apron going on there. And then just a kind of a quick report on the street program itself. Phase 1 concrete has been completed on basically the western side of town. Central blacktop is scheduled to come in as early as next week to start grinding out the pavement and bringing back the original condition of those roads there on phase 1. We've also got punch list items for 2012 street improvement program ongoing as well.
Yeah, I thought I saw something on some work on Carlisle and Downing. We had, I thought I saw some patch or something put there.
Yes.
As well. Okay. Melissa?
Just wanted to let everyone know, for any business owners that are out there, the Economic Development Committee and the Chamber of Commerce Promotion Committee, Business Promotion Committee, has split up the list of all the people that have responded or not responded to the business retention survey, and we're going to be calling all the businesses to encourage them to fill out the survey. So don't be alarmed if you start receiving calls from village representatives. wanted to let you know that there's going to be additional permit pamphlets that are going to be included on the community development website. We're creating more forms, and so those will be updated probably in the next week or two. And in that vein, for any residents that are thinking of doing home improvement projects, just make sure that you give the community development department a call. Most home improvement projects do require a permit, so give us a call before you start doing any work. And just for information, our plotter scanner is set up now, so we're functional.
Great. Anything else, Melissa?
That's it.
All set? Sherby, anything? As our clerk, you to comment, anything you'd like to comment on this evening?
No, I would have wanted to comment to Mr. Larson earlier, but he left, but that just touched my heart. And I think that for any parent, you think that, would you appreciate someone going above and beyond to search for your child? My heart just went out to him, and I just wanted to applaud his effort.
Well, thank you, Sherby. I just have a couple of things. June 8th and 9th, Relay for Life. The village people, employees of the front office, have a team. It starts 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. from the 8th and 9th at Mayfair Park. And this is to support the American Cancer Society. And information is on the website as well. We have a little bit of good news that our state representative, Chris Welch, working in conjunction with others in the trying to get money from our 2009 capital bill. If you recall that there was $200,000 in out there, it looks like we've received a grant application, which is the next phase of applying for the $200,000 grant for the emergency 911 center. And I think this money will certainly be utilized well, certainly with the changes that are going on in 911 for equipment purchases. So that was out of the 2009 capital bill. For whatever reason, that's been stalled since that time. And I know that there's been people working behind the scenes and on the scenes with all the players down in Springfield to hopefully get that into fruition. And the first step of that was getting the grant application to the Village Hall, and Janet and Annie have been filling that out to get that in. So I know Nick, in his inimitable way, and his contacts in Springfield have been working hard on that as well. FEMA inspectors are still in town. We have to make sure that all the filings for any damage happens to the FEMA people by July 9th. After that, it looks like we'll be out of luck unless there's any extensions to that. So this is for individual damage assessments. The FEMA people have met with Janet and I on probably 4 or 5 occasions here. And actually, we're at the memorial service yesterday, handing out cards to all the people that were there as well. Pretty much all I have. There's an executive session under 5 Ilix 122C1, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body. And we'll have that after the committee of the whole. So with that, if there's no more information to be shared on our board meeting, is there a motion and a second to adjourn our meeting?
So moved.
Nick, second.
Second.
Paul? All those in favor of adjourning the board meeting this evening, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition, say no. We stand adjourned.